The first time I realized money couldn't buy happiness, I was broke. Not because I didn't want money. I absolutely did. I still do. But running a small business taught me something weird about the way we chase happiness. I was always looking for a way to improve my business, and for a while, I did. There were times things were tough, and I thought it wasn't worth it, and times when it all seemed too perfect. But then I realized that what I thought to be my happiness was consistent in both the highs and lows. When I was in my lows, I was stressing about keeping my business afloat, and when I was in my highs, I was stressing about avoiding stagnation. So it seemed that my happiness depended more on my mindset and not where I was financially. Money is great. It gets us the stuff we want and need. It pays for our medical bills and it gets us that new game we're itching to get our hands on. So I would be lying if I said that I hate money. The problem comes in when we start associating money with happiness, when in reality, these two shouldn't even be in the same conversation. What we need to be talking about is how money can buy you comfort. It can also buy you a place in the social hierarchy, which is a very different thing from what we consider happiness. The only thing that can really bring you happiness is contentment and fulfillment. Everything else is just acquirement disguised as happiness. Of course, you could buy that new shiny thing you wanted so badly, but you need to ask yourself, did the thing I bought make me happy, or did the acquiring of said thing make me happy? We often mistake the happiness of acquiring something for the happiness that thing itself will bring. What we often call happiness is actually anticipation. Neuroscience shows dopamine spikes before ownership, not after. The browsing, comparing, imagining, and waiting is often more exciting than actually having the thing. Think about how excited you are while researching a new phone, watching reviews, comparing specs, imagining yourself using it. Then 2 weeks after buying it, it just becomes your phone. Happiness does not come from buying things. Happiness starts when you stop outsourcing your sense of fulfillment to things, status, or other people. What I mean by that is we are the ones that get to decide what makes us content and fulfilled, which leads to well-being, which leads to overall happiness. Someone might need money for medical bills. Whether or not becoming healthier makes them feel content and fulfilled is up to them. There are individuals who are as healthy as they can be, but still seek happiness as much as the people whose health is dire. Popular media has poisoned our brains with what a perfect life should look like, that we see any life without prestige as failure. That's why I love the film Perfect Days. It follows Hirayama, a man who cleans public toilets despite hints that he came from a wealthy background. In a world obsessed with ambition and status, the film asks a simple question. What if fulfillment comes from living life instead of conquering it? It showcases how fulfillment can come out of the ordinary if we are willing to accept it. It invites the viewer to reconsider their relationship with happiness. I plan to make a whole video about it someday, but I highly recommend watching it. And I'm not saying that you should stop buying stuff you want. No, what I'm saying is that set your own expectations. Decide if what you want will bring you fulfillment and if you will be content with it. Don't buy the new phone just because it is new. Buy it if it will genuinely improve your life and well-being. Constantly ask yourself whether you are buying something just so other people can see that you have it, or if you are buying something because it will actually benefit your well-being. Because if your happiness solely depends on other people's perception of you, then that happiness is not yours to begin with. So maybe the phrase was never saying that money is useless. Money can buy comfort, stability, freedom, but happiness? That depends on whether your life actually feels meaningful once the excitement fades.